Hello there. I'm Daniel.
And I'm Hayley, and we're tripping to the max.
With our two boys, we got a 9-year-old and a 7-year-old boy that are off doing stuff at the moment, so they're not here, but Jet and Jackson. Jet's the oldest one, Jackson's the youngest one, obviously. Together we're all tripping to the max. It's a family of 4 setting up to travel around Australia full time, which is pretty exciting. Just before we start off our channel, we thought we'll just come on and give a quick intro of bit of information about us, what our plans are, what we're travelling in, how we got to this point, and just basically let you know who hopefully you'll be interested in following along. I mean, the main purpose of all this is purely for ourselves, just to keep track of what we've done, what we're doing, so share it with our family and friends mainly. But if there's people out there that want to follow us along and follow what we're going to do and whatnot, then we're 100% happy to have you. The Trippin to the Max name, our last name is McDonald, so a bit of a play on words, but yeah, so I'm Daniel. I'm a boat builder by trade, done that for a pretty long time. For the last 8 or so years I've been working doing security at the local hospital, which has been interesting, but as you could expect with COVID for the last few years and just being in the health industry, it's sort of taken its toll on everyone. But we just sort of had enough. So I'm still at the moment still employed with the hospital, I'm born and bred in Nowra on the New South Wales south coast. Been here except for a little short time. We went away while Hayley done uni, but been here all our life pretty much. So so that's pretty much me. Always been a footy player when I was younger. Love surfing, love my fishing. There'll hopefully be plenty of that on the channel coming up. But so that's pretty much me in a nutshell. Over the time you'll get to know a bit more about us all, but that's not the basics of me. But
yeah, so I'm a registered nurse, and as Daniel said, being in the health industry over the last 2 years has taken its toll, and I guess is one of the main reasons why we decided it's time to pack up our house, our
everything,
and start our travels. It's always been a dream of ours, and both our kids, our boys, have been in the van, in a caravan since they were 8 weeks old, camping and going out bush and doing things like that. So we've always wanted to do it, and we've done some little travels in our previous 2 caravans.
Yeah, we started off with a 1986 Windsor that my parents handed down to us when they got their new van. But being a boat builder, I stripped it out, put some bunks in it, made it work for us. It was nothing flash, but it done everything we wanted to and had some amazing times. Then we dragged it for 9 weeks halfway around Australia. A lot of places it shouldn't have probably gone, but got there. Then we upgraded it to a 2019 22-foot Franklin Core triple bunk, which again, amazing van, had some amazing trips and times in it. But we wanted to, knowing we're doing this, we got a double bunk for the boys, just to make it a bit more practical for us. The new van's a 22-foot Yonder G-Shock, full off-road, got all the bells and whistles. Yeah, so it's got everything we will need to do what we want to do with it. It's been towed with a 2019 Ram 1500. Again, it's got all the bells and whistles. We will do a full van rundown, we'll do a full car rundown in some later episodes, but we've done what we think we need, not what we think everybody else needs. We've set up purely for us how we want to travel. Yes, our setup is probably a little bit over the top. It's not for everyone, and 100% not everyone needs it, but it's what we wanted and it's what we've got.
And we're hoping Big Mac, which is the Ram, Big Mac,
affectionately known to the kids,
will be able to get us around Australia, towing our new home without any issues, without any trouble.
We don't intend on doing the normal. We're going to spend as much time off the tar as we can. So, being a pretty big setup, we've had to set it up right.
Yeah.
And hopefully we can bring some amazing footage of some of the places not everybody goes to, not everybody sees. Hopefully it all sticks together, but so far we're pretty happy with how we've set up.
We really just wanted to make sure we are living in our home as comfortable as possible, and living the lifestyle we live, normally.
Yeah. Because we have, like we said, we've gotten by, we've roughed it. Like we don't need all that. We definitely 100% don't need everything we've got. We could go out with half the setup we've got and still be happy, but we figured this is going to be our home, so we want it to be comfortable. We're doing it every day, we're living in it. 4 people in a 22-foot box, being comfortable is not a bad thing. So the boys were going to be homeschooling.
Which is another reason why we wanted it to be comfortable, and I guess have a bit more spacious
with the 22-foot. We were looking at shorter, but just didn't think that it would work for us. Our boys are pretty big kids, and we wanted just that little bit more room to spread out.
And also the technology side of things as well. Some of the things that we have, just to make sure we have, internet and things like that for the schooling purposes, and obviously our travel vlog, and all those sorts of things as well. So
we think we're set up pretty well. Now we're currently we're doing this from Nowra, which is our hometown.
And inside today, because I don't know if you can see outside, but it is blowing a gale. The sun is out,
but that's about the extent of it. We've set off doing shakedown run on the van. We've been going for a couple of weeks officially on the road, but we've had, I think, 2 days where it hasn't been raining, and now it's windy, so we're putting the van through a little bit before we even get anywhere. I think we're about to lose all our washing off the line, but it is blowing an absolute gale. So we're set up in Nowra with the cars currently getting a 12-volt system in it. We should get that back today. We leave in 2 days. We leave on Monday. It's now Friday. We have zero plan, zero idea what we do. The only thing we do have 100% locked in is the 20th of November we're on the boat to Tasmania.
So we'll be heading south on Monday from Nowra.
Yeah.
And
so Nowra, for those who don't know, Nowra's probably an hour and a half these days from Sydney.
New South Wales.
Yeah, so we'll be
South Coast.
heading south. We don't know which way we're going yet. The plan was along the Murray and the Great Ocean Road to get to Melbourne, but with the few things that happened, we're running a little bit behind. Plus, with all the rains, we don't know how much of the Murray we can actually access at the moment. So, like we've said, as far as having plans, we have none. We leave in 2 days and we still don't know which way we're headed.
And we've got to be in Melbourne specifically just to get another run over of the van and make sure everything's working well before we head off to Tasmania. So we'll probably end up there for a couple of days, just making sure everything's serviced and running smoothly before we head off.
Yeah, so that's booked in for, I think, the 14th of November to get a full service, get everything gone over, make sure it's right.
But I guess some of the reasons why we've decided to do this and pack up and sell a house to make us financially stable to do this is that we've had a few unforeseen events like deaths in the family, very close people pass away, you know.
Way too young.
Way too young, yeah.
Not a whole lot older than we are at the moment, and just it really, we're now living by the tomorrow's never guaranteed motto. Like, we just don't know, so we've basically
we want to get out there and do things, you know, while we can, while we're both
both physically able, and probably later on down the track too, we'll show you the people you see sitting here now are a far cry from the people we were 3 years ago, both physically and mentally. But later on down the track we might touch on that a bit more. But yeah, so we're just, like we said, living by tomorrow's never guaranteed, and just going to get out there and do it while we're physically able to with the boys, and we can spend as much quality time with our kids, really. We've been talking about it for years now. Every year we're like, oh, we should go, and we never have. Haley come home and like, I really want to go, we need to go. So we've just made it happen. Like I said, we were lucky enough to make some pretty good decisions when we were younger, as far as buying houses, and we brought an investment when we were very young. We've recently just sold that. Then we own another house which we've rented out, which will help a little bit. But yeah, just we're lucky enough to be in a position where we have been able to just get rid of everything and do what we want to do. So
we have sold everything except for our house.
Yeah, we got the house, and that's about it. Anything and everything we own, except for there's a few boxes at Haley's mum's house which we've left in Brisbane, which are just keepsake stuff which can't be replaced. Other than that, we have nothing. Not a thing
except for what's in the van.
Except for anything that we own in life besides our house and those couple of things is in this van. So we've gone pretty wholeheartedly into it. We hope we can go for a very long time, but we didn't want to completely get out of the market in case, well, who knows, the boys might not like it, we might struggle with the schooling, we don't know. Like I said, no plan, no ideas, we're just doing it. We'd always wanted somewhere that we could come back to if we needed to, or to stay in the market. Everyone knows how tough it is to get in and out of the bloody real estate market at the moment. So.
And let me tell you, it has been an eye-opener to how much stuff you just accumulate because you think you need it. Downsizing into a little tiny box has been very, very confronting, very, very...
it's been a bit emotional for Haley, more specifically. I didn't really care. There was a few things we didn't really want to get rid of, but yeah, just basically throwing a lot of our life into a bin and taking to the tip was very confronting, somewhat liberating, because you're just clearing out a lot of stuff.
You learn very quickly.
A lot of it's just stuff.
Yeah.
You know, it's got really, when you're looking at it, it holds no investment in the quality of your life. You just have it. So yeah, I think it's been liberating. It's been a bloody long month getting ready to go, cleaning.
Yeah.
Had the van, picking up our van, everything run behind a little bit, so it's been a bit rushed, but we've now had a chance to take a couple of deep breaths and take it all in, and we're pretty happy, I think, with where we're at. But yeah, like we said, we've got no plan. Once we get back from Tassie, we'll come back to Nowra, which will be in February. We'll come and see family again. Haley's still got a lot of family here. I've got my dad. We'll see friends, and then we head up towards Cape York for winter 2023. And then from there we'll head west, whether it be via Uluru, then Darwin and over. We have no idea. Our plans will honestly change daily, I would assume. So if we say something that we're going to do, and then the future videos are nothing like that, that'll be us. Like I said, we got no idea what we're doing. We're in no way professional videographers or done any time in front of a camera, so we're just basically making it all up. Trying to just bring you some help, some hints and tips more than anything, just for anyone else that might want to take on this lifestyle. follow along, and if there's something you can get out of it or something you want to know, feel 100% free to drop it. You'll find us across all our socials. Drop it into the comments below here, and we'll 100% try our best to get back and give you the answers to the best of our ability.
We are definitely just doing this vlog for ourselves and for our kids, and to be able to look back and see what they've done. But yeah, like Daniel said, definitely if there's any questions you have or anything you want to know about our setup, our lifestyle, we're more than happy to help out. And
we're an open book. Me more than Haley. I'm very outgoing. So yeah, if you see us, come and say hello. We don't bite. We love a conversation. We love meeting like-minded, good people. So I think we've covered about it all. We just go. So basically we got the Ram, we got the van, we got us. We got no plan. We got no time frame. We may end up working around. We don't plan on it for a little while. We just want that full break, but
we're definitely open to working along the way.
Yeah, we're open to anything. And we just want to try to create the best memories we can for ourselves. Like I said, we will be trying to do not quite the normal. So we'll spend a lot of time on dirt roads, a lot of time in the middle of nowhere, a lot of time seeing not much of anything except dirt and dust, but that's what we like. We love the coast, but we also love getting out west and getting into the dry areas.
And seeing what we can see, going hiking.
Yeah, we will spend the majority of our time, we hope, will be free camping or low-cost camping, bush camping, mainly just because that's what we want to do. Nothing against, we love a caravan park. One, they're expensive, but I understand why they are, but we just enjoy being in the bush and being out. Caravan parks aren't really our thing, never have been. We will use them if we need to and when we need to, we understand that there's some areas where you just don't have a choice.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
But we love a fire.
Yeah.
We absolutely love a fire.
We could. It's like a lot of people. It's our TV. We'll sit around a fire for hours and hours, and that's just how we like to be. We can pull up beside a little bit of water, whether it be a puddle or a full creek or the ocean, and have a fire. We're happy campers. So if there's anything anyone wants to know, or might want us to cover for them, or have you got any tips of really good places to go and visit? Because we've been travelling for a long time, but we haven't been, in the whole scheme of things, we haven't been many places. So if there's anywhere drop it in the comments below, and we'll be definitely add it to our list and try to sort it out. But anyone that's interested, definitely jump on, give us a subscribe, follow along. We'd love to have you. So we got a couple of episodes of stuff we're done from the little shakedown trip, so we'll drop some videos soon that we hope you all want to check out and enjoy. But so I think that's pretty much all we wanted to cover. We just wanted to come on before we launched the channel, just so you know who you're following, pretty much. And this is us, Trippin to the max. Check us out on all the socials if you want. Can't wait to see what we can bring you and what life's got in store for us, pretty much.
And definitely come say hello.
Yeah, definitely drop by. You'll see us. We're a big setup. You can't really miss us. We'll have a couple of stickers, but we're not going too overboard. But yeah, if you see us, drop on by, say good day, have a chat, have a beer, have a wine, have a water if you want. I'm not much of a drinker, but bring your water. Just drop on by, say good day. Right, we might leave it there, and we'll hopefully look forward to seeing you in future episodes. Yep. So, we're out. See you guys.